Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Go, go. Here we go.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback is the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah,
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Liz 5-3, Liz 5-3.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The return man is Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great. Here we go. 81.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Reggie White in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
82.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And caught left side. Olsen. And the Steelers getting another 1st down on a bit of a roll.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Moss. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action. Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escape under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Michael Strahan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Williams. And an alley to run. Gets around him. Oh, now he bowls him over. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 17-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 63 yards on the ground. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the 1st.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. Reed wrestling ahead. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield looking long for his tight end Reed. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Mayfield. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Mayfield. And Reed with it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Strahan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down, Mayfield buying time to his left. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mayfield down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. The dangerous Hill now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ted Ginn, 67 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Lucky 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The return man is Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script? And the ball is knocked out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is! Often on fumbles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. The dangerous Hill now to return. They find some open field here. The 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. First and 10. Here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And complete to Zach Ertz. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Going up top. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because remember,
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. Butker on for the PAT. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. 81.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
120!
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ertz has it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Wentz. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Waiting. Lion.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Run.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got Adams on the hookup. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Lion. Big flat step.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Barry Sanders from 3 yards out. And the Packers get a score closer. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming.
81.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Wentz to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley, 25 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Forced out to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down.
81.
Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half.
81,
but if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Michael Strahan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
81, 81. 81, 81. 82, 82.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Wentz now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got some space here. And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's a
Ten at the 17. A give running left. It's Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And there's the first carry of the game from Barry Sanders. His burst, his bounce, absolutely iconic. That guy moves in directions most people aren't able to do.
Career rushing yards are crazy, over 15,000, and the only player with 5 1,500-yard seasons. Just incredible.
Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. On third down, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And
Sunday.
they begin the drive with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's go.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll run with Barry Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Hall of Famer Kevin Green in on the stop. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Strahan with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. From midfield, here's Wentz. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the carry, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Man open, it's lost complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention. But he also contributed in his career in the passing game, like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. Mayfield now. Jerry Rice open right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third. Quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing his Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. K1 short. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Come on now, let's go. Trey 15, Trey 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball. Roam free and brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Go.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Brooks in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K1 short in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Green 39.
To throw, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Wentz going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Running right, here's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. On the screen, here's Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Just a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying,
and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Hill.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. The dangerous Hill now to return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Wentz to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's Watson being chased out left. He gets it to Brown, complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4 down. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
First down, the run with Lynch. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tiger. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down throw, Watson. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run with Lynch. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Down.
He'll get it up the middle. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. The return man is Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Slips past him.
Here we go.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. faking the give. Now Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Kevin Green coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now Brad Wing on to punt this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Brian Urlacher up from his linebacker spot to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Black 99, feel it.
They start the drive with Lynch. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. Shoots by him, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
A good return there, 17 yards. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A good pickup there, a 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now, Wentz again. Feeling Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Von Miller able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Over the middle here to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To the air yet again, Watson. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Reset.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
To throw on second down. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Come back.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Walsh adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. The dangerous Hill now to return. Nifty move. And some room to roam now. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 98 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that.